Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning for me. I think it's evening for you guys. It is, I think it's December the 8th today. Yes, tomorrow's the train trip. Um, and actually, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow, so I don't know what the plan is if it's raining tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. Um, I wanted to share with you, it's been a few weeks. It's been almost 3 weeks, I think, since I've been on here. I think I said in the last video that I was um, better. Better. I mean, that's up to people's opinion, isn't it? I was hiding for COVID and I didn't get COVID. Yay! Um, but I didn't see my roommate when she was really sorry. I didn't see my roommate when she was really sick. So I'm assuming that helped. And when she did finally come into the house, I think it took her probably about, I didn't see her for a full 72 hours. And then when I did see her, she was a good 2 or 3 feet away from me. And she had come into the house while I was at work to make herself some food, and like all the disinfection stuff was there for her. Like she was wiping down everything as she went. She was only in the kitchen. Um, and then, so that would have been like, that would have actually been like day 4, day 5. So it's crazy. Like I barely saw her, because she was at her mom's for a couple days isolating in a room as well when she was really sick and rushed to hospital. Because she had a virus on top of COVID. COVID is going crazy at the moment. We just had a party at my house on Saturday for our staff do. I'll show you what I got in a moment. I absolutely love them. But I felt a little bit bad asking everybody to test, but there was 3 of us who were at the party who haven't had COVID yet. So I kind of said, "Hey, can everyone just take a test? I just want to be responsible." And, we all had to take a test before we went to our staff Christmas party. So I was like, let's just do the same. So I got everyone to take a test, and everyone who showed up, I'm assuming, must have been negative, or they wouldn't have come. They're pretty good, and they didn't have any symptoms. But 2 of those people have got COVID this week, so they got COVID Monday morning, and the party was Saturday night. The party was really good. Oh, that's what I should say. Just before the party, I had a friend at work confide in me that she was really struggling mental health wise. And I was the only person that she told. And so we had a little bit of a heart to heart at work. She felt like she was the only one, and like she didn't want to let anybody down, and she just was feeling really weighed down by paperwork at work and just normal everyday running of stuff at work. And this is one of the girls that works like a lot of long hours. Like this week alone, she worked 7 to 6 one day because we're so low staff with COVID, and we've got gastro bugs going around. So a lot of our staff kids, parents of those, have to be away. And we just don't have enough relievers. So yeah, I found like, I said to her, like, I can guarantee at least 5 or 6 of us struggle from mental health issues. A few people are medicated for it. Some of us aren't. Some of us are. Like I've thought about going on medication for it. If it gets to that, and so I kind of give her like some strategies, like You know, she needs to speak up more. She's braver to speak up than she is to keep it inside, because it's just gonna kill her. And she works with 1 year olds, so she has to give so much to those babies, because they completely and utterly rely on her. Um, try to give her advice on like filling her cup, writing things down, like things that she loves, or like make her feel really good, like do that. Um, I even told her, like, when I had gone to counseling on the Thursday, I had set myself a goal for affirmations. So I have joined an affirmation app, and I now get I've just put up to 10 or 11 affirmations I get in a day. I just read it over a couple times, 2 or 3 times when I get it out loud. 5 times if I'm having a really good day, because I feel like by the 5th time, I don't necessarily know if I am saying it, but it fills me more with confidence each time. Um, but obviously I'm at work, so I don't always have I don't always have a minute to be saying that, especially if a child's wanting my attention. But I try. And I can go back and visit them at any time. Um, and I really feel like that's been working. So, like, I gave her that tip, and then, yeah, just kind of told her how, like, you know, God has seen me through it, and He can see her through it because she's a Christian as well. Um, or, yeah. And so I asked one of my other colleagues whether or not I should tell somebody, like, in charge. And they kind of said, just wait, see how she does. So my flatmate who works with her, she knows. So she's going to keep a close eye on her as well. I did touch base with her last night, and she said that she was feeling a lot better. She started to read her Bible. I gave her some worship music that she could listen to that really helped me. Um, yeah, she said she feels like she's a lot stronger mentally at the moment, just from our conversation. And yeah, like I told her, like sometimes you have to push yourself to go out and do stuff, even if you don't want to do stuff, because you will think of yourself later, because you can't just be secluded all the time. But when you really need to be secluded, that's okay too. Um, like to really give yourself those moments, but then to push through them sometimes as well. Um, so she said she really liked me sharing her story with her, and it really helped her, and she's feeling a lot better. I think that is half the battle with mental health. For some reason, we all get like blindsided, and we think that we're the only ones going through it at that point in time, and we just don't ask for help enough. But if COVID's taught us anything, mental health is through the roof. I mean, she is a Pacific Islander girl, so she would have mountains of help, because unfortunately the statistics for suicide in the Pacific Islanders uh, ethnic group is quite massive. No, I don't think she's that bad, but then you don't know. So yeah, I feel like COVID has like pretty much messed with everyone's mental health. A lot of people are going through a lot of stuff, and it's really hard. And as teachers, or like even like healthcare professionals or whatever, it is a job that is very much not appreciated, like especially in early childhood. You are seen as a babysitter, like you're seen as not teaching. And I know there are quite frequently, I would say 70% of my time, I am almost just babysitting. I am just monitoring children's play and trying to well, no, I wouldn't say that, because I'm monitoring their play, but I'm also trying to get them to communicate with one another, giving them strategies to use when they get into like kerfuffles. So I guess in that way it is learning, because I don't remember doing any of that. too much when I was babysitting. Um, Keeping them entertained, You are having to give so much of yourself. And we're in a very privileged area where people have got nannies and au pairs that live in nannies. And um, just quite a bit of wealth that, they just see us as, well, we're just watching the children. We're not really doing anything. So yeah, that's always been a goal of mine, to try to teach parents that we aren't just glorified babysitters. And that's why portfolios are so important, because that's how we show parents that we're actually teaching. Um, so one of the goals I've been feeling in myself that I wanted to be able to do more and give back. And I have felt to a little bit of an extent, I'm going to say, that I feel like this is my first Christmas that I could actually go out and buy myself whatever I want. And so I kind of want for nothing, really. Like I need for nothing. I want a lot of things. Let's make that clear. And I've been spending a lot of money on, like, my flatmate and getting her stuff, and then I'm kind of like, well, I don't have very much stuff to unwrap. I think I've got 3 things under there, and something from a colleague at work, and then I'll have another thing from a colleague at work. There's not much under there. I am doing stockings, but I know everything that's in my stocking. And there's some things that I want to get. Like, I'd really like to get some new makeup. And I got my flatmate some perfume, but I didn't get myself any perfume. Yeah, so there's some little things. I'd really love, like, a Disney travel mug. My ultimate gift would be a Lego castle. But I mean, I haven't even done that Mickey Mouse diamond art because I haven't had time. So, I'm not giving myself a $500 Lego castle. I don't even have anywhere to put it right now. Anyways, so I've been feeling like I want to give back a little bit more. I really want to make sure that my flatmate has a really good Christmas. So I've gone and got her, unbeknownst to her, one of those magic mugs that has, she adds hot water, maybe even cold water, and it'll reveal a picture of her and her family, her and her sisters, and a couple of her nieces from Tahiti, when they were in Tahiti quite a few years back, like 4 or 5 years back. And I've made her a calendar. I've gone through her Facebook page and her sister's Facebook page and picked out pictures, family pictures, and made her a calendar. And then I've got her, like I said, some perfume and some essential stuff, toothpaste, toothbrush, Listerine, that kind of stuff that I know she likes. I don't even know if I know half the stuff that I got, because I've looked at so many things and I don't know what I bought and what I haven't bought. So I'm waiting for all those packages to come. Anyways, so I wanted to be giving back and kind of not feeling like I'm doing enough. And I went up to get a coffee at Columbus, and I really want to teach the kids. Like, at this time of year, I always feel like the kids get so much and they're so privileged that they don't understand how hard it is to not be able to be at Christmas. I mean, I'm getting a box from my counseling thing. I'm getting a box of goodies. Sometime they're going to call me to pick it up. And I have no idea where that is. And I feel a little bit guilty taking that kind of thing, but I'm excited to get it at the same time, because I can remember getting a box like that when my mom had no money and we thought we weren't going to have a Christmas. And it was like the best box in the world. So I can only imagine what a box as an adult would look like. Like, yeah, just really grateful that I get the opportunity to be a beneficiary of that. And so, because I get to do that, I also kind of was like, well, I've got money. I don't need to be spending it on myself. I need to be spending it on others. There's lots of kids out there that get nothing. that have nothing. So I've been trying to explain to the kids that they've all got a Christmas tree, they've all got to have lots of presents under the tree, but there is kids out there, some that live in South Auckland, some that live in West Auckland, east, north of the country, whose parents might not be working, they might not have a job, or they might have a job, but the cost of living is so high. I didn't say cost of living to them, but that they have a job, but all they can do is pay for their nice warm house and hopefully and food and power, that there isn't very much money for other things. I did try to tell them, like, it isn't all about buying people stuff as well. Like I said, if they see people that are singing outside the shop, they could just give them a smile or say happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. They can make cards for people. They can do some baking and take it around to their neighbors. Things that are like not as costly, help out people. But yeah, I went up to grab a cup of coffee, and as soon as I walked through the door, I saw this paper that said something about giving gifts to kids. And so I went up to the counter and I was like, oh, do I buy a gift? Can I buy a gift for a kid? And they were like, yeah, you go out and buy your own. Up on the ledge, there was little papers that had kids' name, their age, and kind of what they liked on it. And they were just hanging. You just pick one, and you go out and buy a gift for the child, and then you come back and give it to Columbus, and they will make sure that it gets delivered to that child. Which is such an amazing idea. I absolutely love it, because I'm always looking to do things like that, and I've never really done it in the past. So I found a little girl and I found a little boy, and the little girl's name is Hope, and she's 11, and she really likes teddy bears and baby dolls. And the little boy, his name is Deacon, and he is 10, and he wants to be able to spend more time out in the summer, and he really like a one-man tent. So I went on the Kmart website and the Warehouse website with the kids, and for Hope we've chosen, so I've got this squishy, which I've heard is really good for anxiety and stuff, and I do really like it. It's super, super squishy. It's a TY. And I found one that was a teddy bear, so I got her that. I got her a baby doll that comes with like a bottle and a pacifier and nappy, and then I got her a stroller to put her baby doll in, and I also got her a set of bracelet making, so that she could make, I think you can make 3 or 4 bracelets, so I got those for her, and the boys' stuff is still more expensive, which is why she got more than he did. It still didn't come up to the same, but it was pretty close. And so I got him a tent like he wanted, but I couldn't really find a single tent, so he ended up getting a tent for 2 people, and I got him one of those like really cool water guns, because I like boys and water guns. They're pretty cool. So I got those, and I've told the kids that I think it would be a really cool idea to do a card for each of them with it, which is saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, have a good Christmas. The kids can draw pictures in it. This is with the P Walker group, so it's the older 4-year-olds about to go off to school literally in like a month. And because school starts in February, so they are all leaving at the end of December to go on holidays with their families, and then they come back and they go right to school. So I told the kids how lucky we are that we have all these things, and that it's really nice if we could try to do these things. So yeah, they've all agreed to do this with me, and I've told them, because there's a Santa box up there as well for letters, so I've kind of told them that we need to give to others before we can actually come back, write letters to Santas, and then go up and take those letters as well, because I think it's more important for them to be for them to be giving than it is to be receiving. And we've watched a video. I even wrote a story with the kids. I drew it all up on the whiteboard, and it was called Charlotte's Gift, and it was about this little girl, Charlotte, whose house was cracked. There was a crack in the roof, there was a crack in the window, and she was crying, and she was really upset because it was also coming up to her birthday, and she couldn't have a birthday party, and they just didn't have money to fix her house, and they didn't have money for her birthday party. And she had this really nice friend, Lily, who was really upset that Charlotte was upset and wanted to do something special for her. So Lily had some big ideas, and one of them was that her dad was a builder. So she kind of went and asked her dad if he could fix the house because of the cracked roof and the cracked window. And the dad, of course, said yes. And then she had another idea because her mom was a party planner. She asked her mom if she could throw her a party. And the mom said yes. And so she went and she asked Charlotte if she would come to her house to play the next day. And when Charlotte showed up, everyone jumped out and said happy birthday, and there was a cake for her, and she had this big party. And then when she went to go home, she went home and she noticed that her roof was fixed, her window was fixed, and she had flowers planted around her house. So yeah, I was hoping that kind of would get across to the kids about like doing good deeds and being able to do these things. So I'm really trying. Yeah, it is important. I have a friend here who does an amazing job with her kids, in making, like, takes them to like the place where they pack the stuff for the like foster kids and stuff, and packs all those bags with them, collects all the stuff for them, and so that they can give them out to the kids that are in need, that are in foster care. Gives out cookies to their neighbors, goes around with cards for their neighbors, like just does so much in giving back. And I know I don't do anywhere near what I could or should, so I'm kind of starting this year. And yeah, I'm really excited that the kids are going to wrap it with me, and then we're going to take it up and we're going to give it to Columbus. Yeah, and I hope it's going to be like quite a memorable experience for the kids, especially the ones that are going off to school. So I am going to sign off because this has been a really long video. And I was going to show you one of my best gifts. Hold on one second. I have to get up. One of my colleagues, I said this was going to be my most Disneyest Christmas, and I am all like positive that this is going to happen. So I will show you what I got. Those of you who follow me on Facebook already know, but I will turn the camera. I got this amazing. Of course I can't open it with one hand. Look how cute. Joy of Christmas. Love and joy. Two beautiful stemless glasses that I almost use because I don't want them to get broke. They are so special. I might just save them for special occasions. Like have them for Christmas morning. Yeah, so we'll just see. But those were two of my favorite things that I got. I was just so stoked. So blessed to be able to get them. Anyways, I am going to get dressed and hopefully stay at home for the rest of the day. But there is a possibility that I am going to have to go into work because we are short-staffed. But we'll see. I've got a counseling session in about 55 minutes. So I am going to go get myself ready. I need to hang out some laundry. Yep, it'll be done in 11 minutes. And yeah, that is my day. So don't know if I'll talk to any of you guys before Christmas. So if I don't, have a great Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next video that I post, I guess. I think I told you guys that I have my psychology appointments in January. I think it's the 12th and the 19th, something like that. It's 2 Thursdays back to back. I think in the afternoon. I can't remember if yeah. So I've got those. And dance is going to start up February the 8th. So I've already said that I wanted to do that. And if there's enough interest, we might actually do the Monday as well as the Wednesday. So I've already said I want to do both of those because I really feel like it's making a difference and I'm a little bit more free. And yeah, I just feel like it's doing that. Did get a message yesterday from Ross and Boyd about my old flatmates, Carol and Nigel. Carol's been given 2 to 8 weeks left to live, so we are hoping. Her brother's just arrived from Scotland for a few weeks, and she's hoping to have Christmas at the beach. She's just got home after 2 weeks being in hospital. They've got her on a morphine pump, and they are trying to manage her pain from home, and she really, really wants to have Christmas at the beach. They've got a beautiful house at the beach. And yeah, all the kids are coming and the 6 grandkids. And so that's basically what she is holding out for. So I really am praying that she gets to do this and that she cannot be in too much pain so that the grandchildren and children can see her and her brother just really enjoying this last bittersweet moment together. Special holiday. Yes, so see you later. Bye.